Alright, doing some abdominal stretches, push-ups. Gotta make sure my hamstrings are nice and loosened up. Oh, gotta crack the neck. A little left, a little right, a little up, up, down, down, left, right. BA, select, start. Hey! Let me make sure there's nothing really funny going on. Okay. As good as I'm gonna... Didn't I just save? Ah! Of course it worked! Alright, there's... Oh... Classic evil seal. It kind of looks like a Metroid with a pretty cool little haircut. He's got like the little anime girl twin ponytails. Oh, that's cool. It's like a lobster crab. Oh, of course it's just the... Oh, hey, you know what? Can we talk about this a little bit? Oh, buddy. Maybe we could come to some sort of agreement here. Like, I could go to Jimmy John's Subs and pick you up a couple sandwiches if you want. I got like 22,000 gold. I think we could work something out unless you don't like Brussels sprouts. Oh, I have to hit you in the butt. Of course I do. You're a Modron. Now it looks like I'm chasing you. I'm gonna grab your tail. No, please, I'm very sensitive back there. What's this spot right here? No! Oni-chan! Wow, he blew up into Skittles. Okay, did I get anything out of that? It all found a hidden room behind the wall. Wow. Compared to how many times Flamethrower Dan wrecked me, that really, okay. Book of Yeast has been obtained. Wow, so is the book evil? I'm kind of hoping the book's secretly evil. Leather-bound book, written in a strange, unreadable language. What am I doing? Let's get out of here. Forget about it. I ain't gonna... Wow. Okay, that was a really cool teleportation animation there. I'm gonna buy another one. Oh, something you need? That sapphire ring belongs to Donis. Good thing I found it then. It gives me a warm feeling to know I can help someone out, you know. Okay. What? I briefly toured the place before, but couldn't linger on account of the monsters. It was truly a pity. I love that the mirror is actually in the background, and the wing, too. I know that's such a pointless thing, but the fact that they bothered to do it just, you know, just makes you grin. Okay, wait. Let's go shopping for weapons. You have that Talwar in yet, buddy? I've been waiting to get my hands on a Talwar for a long time, and it can be yours, too, for a price. And you just tell me. Talwar is a curved sword from the east. It handles uniquely, but is a truly superior blade. 5,000 gold? Pfft, I could buy 3. Alright, thanks, pal. I'm gonna go off and commit wanton acts of murder. At least I don't need a background check. Wow, it only gave 10 more attack. I feel kind of let down. You know, you had to wait so long to get a hold of a Talwar. Alright. Well, actually, didn't the fortune teller lady, wasn't she the one that sent me out there in the first place? Maybe I should try talking. Ooh, cat. Hey. You know what? My cats bug me while I'm streaming, so I'm gonna bug you while they're bugging me while I'm streaming. We're gonna create a catception. Multiple layers of... Oh no, the lady took her wig off and put it on her chin. You are Adel, are you? I'm afraid I have bad news. Sarah was murdered! Though we know not who is responsible, that poor woman. Please take this book. She gave it to me shortly before her death. You seem kinda suspicious. Can I go into her house and look around? How's the murder investigation? Who's in charge of it? She said to give it to a red-haired swordsman named Adol. She smiled as she spoke your name. I thought she was joking, but then I should have known better. She's a fortune teller, after all. Ah yes, it seems that with her last dying breath she muttered, Adol, abandoned mine, at Raston. As your name was spoken, I assumed you would understand the message she wished to convey. Well, happy music. Hey kid, did you know there's a murder in town?
Grandpa says the silver sword is still hidden somewhere in this land too. Man, if I had that, I bet we could totally whip those monsters real good. It would be awesome.
Alright, so apparently murders happen here all the time. Either that or no one knows about it. Or she was ostracized for being a fortune teller because, you know, witchcraft! Are you still here? Man, you have like a house? Or anything? What do you eat? In fact, what does anyone eat? I haven't seen any farmland. Do we all just eat gerbils? Is that the only thing we have to subsist on in this island, are gerbils and monster bits? I mean, I guess that's why everyone's so skinny. They're like on a no-carb, all-monster diet. Rhea, you've already told me that, Chica. Like, I know. Then again, I guess she's seen how well I navigate through dungeons, and she's like, oh, you probably forgot. Clap. Flat. Okay. Let me see what else I got. I just don't know. Am I supposed to save this or not? Let me save my game and let's drink this stupid thing. Adol drank the potion and felt more deeply aware of the threats around him. Okay, but I already saw this. Oh! Okay, Curlroyd. I know a lot of Curlroyds at the gym. Those guys are always standing in the squat rack curling the freaking squat bar. Check out my biceps, brah. Well, now does this only last for a limited time? Ray Ball. Okarot! These dang Pokemon. Alright, I see that sign, so that means HP 21 and my damage is what, 205? This is more than a smidge overkill. What game was it? I know there was a game I was playing a little bit ago that had an overkill bonus to your EXP. Like if you hit something for like way more than its max health, you got a slight amount of extra EXP. I don't know why I pose such a question, but you know, these are the things I think about while I run into people. Best food ever, yeah. Oh, it's Deku Man. Now I know I'm in the complete wrong part of town. Could you flesh-eating monsters be so kind as to point me to the right way to get to grandmother's house? I tell you, old fairy tales were about that weird though, weren't they? I ain't going to the mine yet. Yeah, here's where I want to be. You know, you find a mysterious girl all bound up with amnesia, There's 2 blue-haired girls, and everyone's talking about goddess statues disappearing. And, you know, you kind of metagame a little bit, and you think about the opening video, and you see some blue-haired girls a lot. So I'm gonna show this book to that. I'm gonna show this book to Fina, Frigga. Oh, good job, Granny. You lost her already? Oh, it's you. If you're looking for Fina, she went for a walk outside the village. What's wrong? You don't look well. Adol told J-Buff Sarah's passing. Steve, I had a terrible premonition that something like this might happen. Sarah, too. She seemed to know her fate that stood before her. I suppose it was her job to know it. Why are so many fairy tale fortune teller puns? Everyone's like, I guess she should have seen it coming. Yeah! Dun 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 dun. Alright, gotta find the blue-haired girl. Gotta find her. How did I know you'd be out of the docks? We gotta be all scenic. Push her. Adol, I can never thank you enough for rescuing me from that prison cell. It feels so good to be free. I still can't remember anything but my name, though. Who am I? What have I done with my life? Why was I locked in that cell in the first place? I don't know the answers to any of it. I only know my name is Fina, and I've been a prisoner. I can't remember anything more. I'm hoping she's like the Ys version of Jason Bourne. Like, we're gonna get attacked by a couple of goblins in the shop, and she's just gonna draw like a 9mm pistol and just start liquidating dudes in jerky cam, like with Michael Bay precision control over explosions. Well, maybe you were a fisherman. Well, fisher women. How about that? Let's just talk again. This is a lovely village. Dave introduced me to the villagers. Everyone seems so nice. This is the first time I can recall when I felt so at peace. Especially because I have amnesia. Have I told you that enough yet? I don't really care if I ever get my memories back. If I could stay in this place with these people, I know I should be trying harder to remember, but I'm just so happy here. Alright, Fina, you need to watch it. I've played a few RPGs in my day, and if anyone's ever actually happy with living in an idyllic little country village, that village is gonna get burnt to the ground, usually within, like, the next 3 sentences. Someone's gonna come running up, their hair is on fire, and they're all wild-eyed, and they're just like, you won't believe what just happened. Alright, let's see if she has anything else to say. Lovely village. Yep, okay, she's just happy here. Alright, to the mines then. There's literally nothing else for me to do here, I don't think, other than steal this axe. Time to spice up your weapon selection there, Adol. I know you put a lot of talent points into swords, but if you look at the substantial DPS increase that axes have to offer, because, you know, it's not about you swinging rapidly. You only hit once when you touch somebody, so you might as well try to do as much damage as possible, right? Am I min-maxing too much for you, Adol? It's okay. Croyd. I love the little, like, Pokedex digi-entry thing in the bottom right, though. They could have just, like, showed the name, but no. They have a picture, and he's, like, on a grid. Alright, now. I can only hope with my substantial hit point boost I got from that last level that I can tangle with some of these mine creatures, because my defense is not really... Yeah, you're adorable, get out of here. My defense has not really gone up that much. Which means those guys are still going to be able to, like bash out, like, probably, like, a fifth of my health per hit. I'm really curious what the monsters in the mine are called, like especially that weird like magma silhouette skin bag thing. Whoa, I didn't mean to get here. Let's see. Well, I don't want any of those, especially Raston Village. Raston Mine. Right, that's where I just was. So maybe I gotta go up one more stream and then try to go to the left. Or west, you know, because up is always north. Got a little bit of dogfighting over there. Oh, there's that dang tree again. Maybe I need to go north one more. Oh, I mean, I better do something different or I'm gonna keep getting what I already had, right? It was just straight north. You didn't need to go to the left or the right. It was just a pure straight shot. Alright. Nubrow. That double strength is really paying off. I'd be really surprised. I wonder what the other rings do. If this one doubles my damage, why would I want anything else, right? Griel. Wow, those guys are pretty cool looking, though. This is some pretty kicking. This key opens up every single key. Will open it. They mean it. This will literally open. This one key completely invalidates any reason for you to ever have a treasure chest. Welcome back, Cat. Can I interest you in putting your butt somewhere other than the microphone? No? Alright, that's fine. She's all whirling her tail around impatiently. Timer ring? Well, okay. We'll find out exactly what other rings can do. Wait, that's not where you go. Ring of Coral. Slows the enemy movement to half normal speed. That's nice. I might use that on a boss. Well, okay. Who am I kidding? We all know better. Nothing you ever do other than damage affects bosses. Like, that's just a rule. Like, unless it's Phoenix Downing a boss, like, Poison's never gonna land. Slow's never gonna land. Doom's never gonna land. Dimmy's never gonna land. And you know it. I know it. Oh, that looks awesome! Oh, and I can regenerate out here. Oh man, we mode 7 right now. That is surprisingly cool. Did not think I was ever going to see any side-scrolling stuff. Alright, I just want to be thorough. I don't remember there being a lot of treasure chests, but... see how much better that is. Wow. Now that's classic. That is classic looking armor right there. It's always so strange to me that that armor is always like armor almost inevitably in JRPGs, like the more valuable the metal is, like from a jewelry perspective, suddenly the more like powerful of an armor it is, you know? Like you go from bronze to iron and steel like like actual historically, okay, let's use these as armor. Oh yeah, already been. Okay, now I'm gonna try to advance. But then next thing you know, you start wearing silver armor. And I'm like, is it made entirely out of silver? Because that seems kinda... And then they're like, hey, you think that's good? Wait until you get our gold armor. And I'm like, you're not talking about solid gold, right? You're talking about like gold embellished, right? There's just a little bit of it that's gold, and the rest of it's made out of a harder metal. And they're like, oh man, this is straight blinging. And then you go into the magical stuff. You know, it's usually like mithril and things like that. And then by then you get into the fancy name. Oh, this is so cool. These guys are a little more thorough with their mind than I originally anticipated. This is nuts. This is like the grave of the Tomb of the Giants, and like Nito lives right down there in that crevice over there. Man, I'm glad there's not like a jar where I have to like dump money in every time I make a Dark Souls reference. I'd be destitute. This music is the perfect spelunking. Oh! Feed me, Seymour! Dynick! Dinnick? Could you quit cleaning your name down there? This is getting kind of lewd. Whoa! Fight me 1v1. Heal ring has been obtained. Dang, that guy did some damage. Minon. Let's see what the heal ring... I mean, obviously, we all have an idea what the heal ring is going to do, but... Oh, it lets you recover HP in dungeons. That's really nice. It does slow down my exploration a little bit, because now I'm going to take a couple hits... Switch over, get this going. Of course, this is nothing compared to like Final Fantasy Online, where you built entire like 8 lines of macro just so you could switch in and out of armor. Actually, it was more like 12 or so, because you switched out your entire gear set. So you could do a single attack, and then you... Oh, wow. And then you would switch it back. Huh. Oh, the harmonica! Well, I know exactly who this goes to. But I'm not going to live long enough to be able to do that if I don't equip my heal ring and just hang out for a bit. Been hanging around this corner of a dungeon. Been hanging around, stealing harmonicas for so long. Way too long. Cat, don't look at me with that accusing gaze. I'm sorry. I know counting crows kind of stopped being a thing after like 2003. It's okay though. I will never be current. I will never be relevant. These are all things that we've come to embrace. Any more chests on this dang floor? Oh, it's you again. Karen? Really? Your name is Karen? I mean, that's fine. It just seems a little bit, you know... A little bit unorthodox to name a skeleton with a polearm Karen. I mean, what would I know, right? Like, how many skeleton kids have I had? This is back whence I came, isn't it? Yeah, this is looking like it is. It should curl all the way back down and around. Okay, so now I need to head down and to the left to try to get to the mouth of the next part of the cave. Hi, Karen. It just doesn't sound like an evil skeletal minion. It sounds more like somebody who's in charge of keeping all the copier paper stocked on the 3rd floor. She wants to be a system analyst, but the boss is never going to give her a chance after that time she got drunk at the Halloween party. Alright, Please don't follow me all the way here, Minin. I love you can just literally watch it go 1 hit point up at a time. Am I that close to another level? Man. Okay, do me a favor, game, and spawn more of those snake bosses. Those guys were easy as... Those are the easiest bosses I've fought in a long time. And yes, I am going to sit around until I heal all the way up every time. You can... There's like no hit recovery in this game. You can literally just get machine gunned in the face. Feel like Chrono going to prison. That was like the coolest shot in that game, though. Well, okay, there's a lot of really cool shots in that game. But when Chrono is like all handcuffed and walking across the Rota-tree seed. Hey, there's somebody that wants to eat one of those. Should I tell him I found it in the middle of a mine? Okay, I was kind of hoping for less of these guys. Is that literally all there is on this floor? It's like, once in my life. I don't care where you find it. Alright, man, I found it in a septic tank. Like, wait until he starts eating it to tell him that, though. You know, those guys, speaking of Chrono Trigger, that guy reminds me a lot of the Sun King. That little optional boss off by himself. Die, Karen! You don't belong in this world. It was not by my hand that I was brought here. I was summoned by humans who need their photocopier paper changed. Photocopier pages? Everyone sends email now. Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a photocopier changer such as you. See what's around. Oh! Wait a second. Did I wind all the way around? You saw that, right? That looks... This looks a lot like... Is that an open treasure chest? It is. Did I just derp all the way back around? I mean, in a way, I guess that's okay. I would kind of like to conduct a more thorough search. But if all I really came down here for was the tree seed and the harmonica, maybe I'm actually ahead of the game. Othcross. I had a barbarian named Oth. You know, there comes a time in your Dungeons and Dragons playing where you say, screw it, I'm not going to start out at level 1, and you make epic level characters. Like, you start out at level 20. Yeah, son of a gun. Takes me all the way back out. I wonder how fast I heal with the heal ring and being outside. Whoa! Weapon X program. That's awesome. I didn't think it was going to do anything different. I thought it would just unlock the ability to heal in a dungeon. Wait, what am I doing walking like a sucker? Let's do what the cool kids do. And now let's go buy another one. I wonder if you can be in an RPG world so much that you don't even talk to the guy. You just walk in, hold your finger up, and shove 200 gold in his hand, and he's like, he already knows you're just here for the wing. Like, I don't need to know what happened at your work today, buddy. Alright. Son of a...